Good evening, and welcome to FlameFlash.m Podcast, episode 75. I like that number. Three quarters in. We're on the path nice and easily to 100. I'm proud of that. We're sticking with it. And we're going to stick with the Raptor Report. We'll hop right in. Literally, because it's Frogger Returns. About 15 minutes on this. We were taking turns of Frogger Returns. I'm just full of horrible puns tonight. And managed to finally get through that first level. Hadn't really focused on trying very hard before, so this was my first time to actually give it a shot. And as long as you take your time, it's just like the Frogger you remember. Few unique differences of that first level is, for instance, the turtles don't sink. They just move along the river. Maybe advanced levels they sink, but it's an unexpected twist for an old-time player that I didn't have to worry about that. So why even have the turtles? Who knows? NFL Blitz. PlayStation Plus had it for free. We got it for free. And it's been worth every penny of PlayStation Plus. The oldest is the one heavily playing it, but I joined him on his team because you can do 2 versus 2, at least from the UI, user interface appearance. He usually goes for the local state team. I think I may have hinted where I am, but no need to hint again, I suppose. And enjoys it a lot. He's picking up the nuances of the game, especially when I rudely surprised him by faking a punt. One of the times you alternate even having control of calling the plays on a 2-player game of the same team. So when I faked calling a punt and therefore got the first down conversion, he was both shocked and very pleased at the same time. Magic the Gathering. Finally had a chance to reorganize my cards, and I think I'm ready for a Friday Night Magic with the new set having come out. Return to Ravnica. We'll see. Blue-red seems to definitely be the way I'm leaning, as well as blue-white. Blue-white is still an old favorite, but the Spirit deck in this current realm seems a bit... doesn't fit. I don't have enough multicolored cards, enough blue-white especially, to really fit the theme of my Spirit deck and boost it up and help it evolve. But the blue-red deck I had, which had previously just been drakes and, well, drakes and spells to make more drakes, really got pumped up by the Izzet theme, Izzet, the red-blue guild of Ravnica. So it's going to be interesting to see how it fares. If I'm too low on mana, perhaps, too high on mana. I'm actually going to prep a very small sideboard with some mana, and maybe a couple of other things, but doubtful, honestly. Probably just the minor sideboard of a few mana. And we'll see what happens. Still going 22 mana, just the mix is odd. Ravnica brings in quite a few dual color lands, so most of my red also is red-blue, or also could give me blue, while most of my blue are islands. So definitely leaning on blue more, but we'll see if red can shine enough with how I've remixed the deck. Because before red wasn't even coming out. Didn't have enough red. Dungeon Defenders. Um, Dungeon Defenders comes in with EV. Played a little bit on EV. Played a little bit on Summoner. And I actually played. Usually one of the kids have registered Dungeon Defenders somehow, thanks to Steam. But I actually played the game. It's enjoyable. It's still enjoyable. It's a year old at this point on Steam, so happy birthday, Dungeon Defenders. And so therefore there's a sale going on via Steam. I like it. I still like it. The itemization is starting to get a little hairy, just because I don't want to throw anything away that might benefit one of the lower level alts that have been made on the account. But I probably should start converting some of that lower, crappier gear into mana unless the lower level alts actually start getting played. It's a difficult toss-up. I mean, why are those alts even there? Probably just taking up space currently. May have a chat and figure out if we can get rid of any of them. Sims was played, not heavily, mostly to package up the families that I currently have running, just kind of a backup measure to save them. We're going to be doing some computer shuffling. Red Flare's laptop died over this last week, and while we managed to get a replacement, it's technically going to be an upgrade. So the next time we do this podcast, hopefully I am broadcasting from a new and improved flameflash.net home base. We'll wait and see. Lots of downloading to do, so lots of bandwidth to eat. Not sure if I'll pull it off or not. Fortunately, everything's hiding mostly on Battle.net and Steam. So it shouldn't be too difficult to organize, at the very least. And finally, World of Warcraft. Played heavily, again. Still leaning towards those battle pets. I don't have a lot of time to sit down and focus on the game, to focus on leveling. So pet battles gives me that in to play and yet not play, because I'm not pushing towards 90 like I would like. It'll come. 90 will come. But as I approach 90, 5.1, patch 5.1 for World of Warcraft approaches too. I'm not one to comment much on incoming patches just because a lot can change. But it's fun when new little tidbits sneak in. Interesting tidbits. Like voices. You're going to start hearing voices in PvP. Random announcements. The farm has fallen to the Horde. The Horde are about to win. The Alliance are about to win. The Alliance won, etc. Monk of Mists has a YouTube clip. Part of the reason I avoid a lot of 5.1 news and a lot of future patch news is because I like to experience the stories myself. And from what I hear, there are lots of spoilers. So before you go out there and start researching 5.1, keep that in mind as you do so. For somebody like me, still on the way to 90,